Hello guys, you're new to my channel. Welcome. I'm Harmony. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for being here. I really appreciate you. So I'm just going to dive right into the video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Web3 jobs that you don't even know were a thing. Like when we talk about Web3 jobs, the first thing that comes to mind is moderating, community manager, graphic designer, content writer, ambassador, like all those things that everybody is doing. And honestly, to get those kind of jobs, ha, it's really hard to get. Like you have to know what you're doing and you have to know people. So that's why I decided to share this stuff, like these tips or opportunities rather. That's why I decided to share these opportunities that you're probably overlooking or you probably don't know about. So we're just going to go right in. First one would be being a Web3 event coordinator. And what this means is helping projects host events. Normally when projects come, like when they're about to launch or when they even launch, like so far as they're building, they host events, they host spaces like AMA sections, they host campaigns, like all those contests, all those type of things. Yeah. If you're good at speaking, like if you're really good at speaking, you know how to hold an audience. Doing Web3 projects, host all the AMA sections, it's actually a good place to look into. And like I said, in everything you're doing, you have to, even if you've not done it before, you have to have proof. So you can just start like hosting spaces, talking about things you know in the Web3 space. And like that, you're growing and people are knowing you or seeing what you do. Then you can find a project that actually, a new project that needs that service and dig in, like get to know the project and actually tell them, oh, you can help them do this. So the second one would be trading. Okay, I hear people when they say things like, "Hey, I don't have liquidity to trade. That's why I'm not trading." If I knew how to, I don't know anything about trading. Like I said, I'm trying to like learn the trading thing. But if I knew how to trade and I know how, like, really know how to do it, I don't think like getting liquidity would be an issue. This is what I think. This is what I think. So the way to go about it is if you're good at research or you know you're good at trading, you know how to make good calls. Even if you're not like, even if you don't have the money to ape in or the money to trade, you can be posting these calls on your Twitter. This way you're growing on X, like people are following you for calls, and you would attract people who have the money. Some might not someone people will come to you to help them trade. It might not even be people in Web3. You get, like, the opportunity is actually very big if you really know how to like trade, like you really know what you're doing. I think this way you can even get money not just from trading for people. You can, due to you know how to trade, you're helping people make money. You will have a whole lot of followers, you have a whole lot of engagements, and you can even be getting paid on Twitter from this. Trade for people and you guys will like talk about how to split the profits, or if they are going to be paying you that one you will know how to go about it. But what I'm trying to say is if you know how to trade, be posting your calls, people would see that you're good at this and they'll come to you. Or you can even go to them, show them things like, see this, see calls I made, see the times it did, see I'm good at this, I can help you trade, that kind of stuff. That way you get money. And the third one would be using language as an advantage. If you're someone who knows, if you're someone who knows how to speak Spanish or Chinese, I think you will make a lot. Let me tell you guys a very short story. Before I got admission, yeah, I didn't want to stay at home again. I took jam that year, and there's this program, a Chinese program. It's called, I think, Confucius Institute. Yeah, it's a 2 year course, 2 year Chinese course. I registered for that Chinese course because I was like, if jam do anyhow, I won't stay at home. I'll move and do my Chinese. I don't know whether, unfortunately, it's unfortunately because I know if I don't know, I wouldn't really call it unfortunately, Shabo. That was the year I got admission. And I low key, no, I would not say I regret. I studied what I like, but then because I studied theater arts, wouldn't allow you, like you wouldn't have the time to be doing theater and be doing Chinese. We do dismiss, like people will come back from school around that kind for we ma will be coming back by 7 because after lectures we normally have rehearsals every day. So we're not going to stay and do the Chinese. You get, so sometimes I actually regret or wish that I was able to do that Chinese because I know now it would have been like a whole lot of advantage. And Web3 aside, yeah, in Nigeria, you know how to speak Chinese in Nigeria. Yeah, there are a whole lot of Chinese companies you can work with. You know how to speak all these languages. You should bring it into the Web3. Like you can use it and create opportunities for yourself in the sense that yes, Web3 is global, there, but there are some people in other places, like other countries, that don't know how to speak English. You can actually help projects translate their documents from their language to English, from English to so languages. One aspect of all this community management that is actually very hard to come by. I think if you're good at it, some projects have projects for so region. You can actually apply there and like help them manage such communities. Do you get? Because you know how to speak the language, you know how to interact with these people. Like it's an opportunity. Another thing would be doing stuff like this. Let's say there's a new ecosystem, yeah. What are we going to call it? Harmony Labs. Let's say there's Harmony Labs, and Harmony Labs is just starting out, and Harmony Labs is new. What you can do, I learned this from my idolo. So something you can do is opening a Twitter account for Harmony Labs in your region. Let me come again. Let's say like Harmony Labs just started, yeah. You can open a Twitter account, Harmony Labs Nigeria, like Harmony Labs NG or Harmony Labs Africa. Talk about the project like it's your own. Like go all in, like help them. So they are seeing that you're helping them. Normally, generally in life, so it's not just this space. What pays is contributing, helping people solve problems, helping people is what pays. You get rich by helping people. So find new projects or new ecosystems, help them like get people. This way, when this project launches, most likely they're going to reward you for contributing. So this is something you can do if you have the time and energy. It's a lot of work, yes, but if you can do it, please go for it. Then another thing would be, I don't know what I'll call this ghost. Just I won't just call it ghost writing. Yeah, I'll also call it being a virtual assistant. This particular one, I do it. I'm even currently doing it. So there are people that are really big. There are people like bigger, way bigger than you in this space. People like that have a lot they are doing. Yeah. So they don't have time to do everything. When I'm talking about everything, like things like writing, things like creating content for projects. So you can be a ghost writer, or I don't know what I'll call that, virtual assistant, because it might not just be only writing or creating content. Yeah, it might be any other thing. So you can help all these bigger people do the work and get paid for it. And that thing would be, before this Kaito yapping craze, projects do host contests, thread contests, meme contests, video contests. Like they do host contests, yeah, like all those bounties. I don't know, is bounties the right word? I don't know. But shall they do host contests? And the main aim of hosting all these contests, that's still a thing. Although we're in the infofy meta that everybody's yapping and quacking. These projects, when they host things like this, they're not doing it because the money too long and they just want to throw money at people. They're doing it for publicity, like to bring people, like to spread the word about their projects. Hmm? They're doing it to get engagement. They're doing it to like be out there. And yes, you can be the best writer, you can be so good at writing, you can be so good at video content creation, you can be so good at memes, and when they host the contests and they are done, you won't win anything. Because the main aim, the main thing they hosted this thing for, you didn't, yes, you did it, you are good, but the main thing, you didn't fit into the criteria. Imagine having like 200 followers on Twitter and you're such a good writer. Then this project's main aim is to get engagements, like to get more eyes on their projects, yeah. Then someone that has 20K followers writes mid something that is mid, not as good as you are. Oftentimes, this is not even cap, they would pick the person with the 20K followers and not you, no matter how good your thread is, no matter how good your video is. So how you can do this would still be finding someone that has that audience, so finding someone that has that engagement and collabing with them. That's why I'm actually very big on making connections. Like I said, it doesn't have to be that 20K, but someone that has more followers, more engagements, yeah, more eyes on their profile. You can meet someone like this and be like, in a thread contest or stuff like that, I'll write the thread, but you post it on your own social media handle. And if we win, we split profit. It's better than not getting anything at all. You have the audience, you have the skill. True. Meet them, tell them, oh, let's do this, let's collaborate. I'll make the post and send to you, and you post on your social media handle. If the project is one of those projects, which oftentimes they are, one of those projects that actually wants more engagement than value, you're fitting into this, you're a good writer, you people have the, both of you now have the audience. So instead of losing out completely and not getting anything out of it, you will do it this way. Please make sure it's someone that is trustworthy. Yes, we're connecting, but please make sure it's not someone that you come and start having issues with later on. When you win, both of you split the profit. It's better than nothing. It's better than doing it with your 200 followers and not getting anything out of it. Okay. So the last but not the least, I don't know what I will call this, but I don't even know what I'm calling all these things. But I'm just giving you guys ideas here. I don't know what I would say is affiliates for job, being an affiliate for jobs. I don't know, but I'm just going to give you the tea. So the last one would be getting jobs for people. See, everyone has their strengths and their weaknesses. Okay, you can be very, very good at what you do, but if you cannot make people perceive you as that, if you cannot make people see you as that, your chances you're not going to go anywhere with it. There are people who know how to talk, there are people who know how to like speak and communicate, people who know how to persuade you to do things maybe you don't even know you would do. There are people like that. I think whatever you are good at, just tap into it in this space. So this works with, like I said, I don't know if you've not watched my previous video, please go back and watch it. There are a whole lot of value there. Most of these things I'm saying connects back to the 2 points I gave in the last video, which is making connections here in this space and building on X. Back to what I was saying. A whole lot of people have skills, like mad skills, but they don't know how to communicate. If you're someone who is really good at communication, like you know how to persuade people, you know how to talk, please tap into it. Like this one, you don't even need to do any work. Let me share how this works. So finding projects here, finding projects, maybe new projects or old projects, this could be anything. Finding Web3 projects that are actually lacking something, that maybe you've gone through their Twitter page or LinkedIn page or whatever, and you see that it's so obvious that like, this by using AI to write. Like that, there are some things if you read, there's some content if you read, there's no human touch like na AI. If you go to projects like this, you can point that out to them and show them what they are missing out. if they don't like get good content creators or good writers that would actually show people the value of their products. Let me come again. If you see projects that have problems, even if it's problems that you cannot solve, help them or connect them to people that can solve these problems. And that's why I said you should make connections. There are a whole lot of people that have different skills in this space. Connect with people. This one does video editing, this one does graphic design, this one does AI story, this one does, like, connect with people. When you see projects that have this type of issues, like they are supposed to be doing this but they're not doing it, even though you cannot do it, you can recommend those people you know that can do it to them. Tell the people that you're recommending that, see, I will help you back jobs, but you're going to compensate me maybe 10% of whatever they're paying you or anything, or maybe five. It depends on you and the person. But due to the fact that you have people, due to the fact that you know people, you've made connections in this space here. You, when you see projects like this, that and you're someone that is good at communication or persuasion, I don't know, you can actually recommend to people. You can tell them stuff like, oh, okay, let's say, let's use an example, right? You enter this project Telegram, Harmony Labs, and nobody is talking. Nobody is like, the vibe and everything is just down. And you know David, who is a very good community manager. You can go to David. Just spend time in Harmony Labs Telegram. Try to like make hype them up or like talk so that they will notice you or notice that you're actually trying to help. You can even make a post about Harmony Labs on your Twitter. Maybe make it in such a way that maybe the founder or somebody that is in the team sees it. Then you see that David is a good community manager, or David is really good. Like you and David, you guys talk. You can go and meet David and be like, bro, there's this project I saw. I think they will need your services, but I'll recommend you. But whatever they are paying you, you're going to give me 10%. David would agree. Why won't David agree? Then you that has been in their community, you that has been in Harmony Labs Telegram for, let's say, 4 days, and you've been contributing, you've even made posts, and people are seeing you, the founders have noticed you and stuff like that. You can enter the founders DM and be like, I like what you're building, or you have to build community. Like, make him see reasons why he needs an active community, why he needs people to be actually talking about the project. You can even go and tell him stuff like, I know somebody that would actually help you scale this your project. Last project I contributed to, he really helped them go from this to this. The founder will be interested. Then you can recommend David to him. Please, when you're doing something like this, make sure the person can deliver. So you can recommend David to him or her. David is doing the work. You by yourself, you're getting 10% out of it. You didn't even do anything. Do you get? You can do this for like a whole lot of projects. And oftentimes, since you're not the one coming by yourself, I think you're even meant to get more positive replies if you're recommending people than if you're going by yourself. Do you get? Although going by yourself, so far if you know what you're doing, you will get the job. But then this is something I think you can do. Like, this is something that is overlooked that you can do and get money without even doing much. So yeah, if you're someone who's good at communication or persuasion, I don't know what I will call it, help people get jobs and get commissions out of it. So this would be it for today. If you want to like, subscribe, and share to your Web3 friends. See you in the next one. Thank you.